1 race of the season, the Manikato Stakes from Moonee Valley. And down there,
$6.80 the win and $2.30 the place. Number 2, Sir Boom. Well, he's a roughie, but she's $8.80, as we can see down there, number 10, and $2.20 the place. La Baraka's $3.60. She's pretty good value to win.
By Rebel, Classic Day, and then Sir Boom. 3 to Dane Ripper, followed by Umrum, who's under pressure. It's My Sin, Rock You, and 2 to Spend. Inside the 600, Theatre Just a Leader. La Baraka the outside, Kiwi Hero third, Classic Day, wide out with Jugulator. Special Dane just behind the leading horses, and then Sir Boom and Dane Ripper from Rebel and Hockney. At the turn, Theatre the inside, Classic Day coming at it out wide with La Baraka and Jugulator in the centre. Special Dane has to switch to the inside. It's Theatre the 3-year-old for home, leading 2 lengths to Jugulator, Classic Day, La Baraka, Special Dane and Dane Ripper the outside. Theatre the leader, Sir Boom and Dane Ripper, the mighty mare. Dane Ripper sweeps on them out wide, and Dane Ripper wanted a head to Sir Boom. 2 lengths to Theatre third, then Jugulator, followed in by Kiwi Hero, Special Dane, Rebel, La Baraka.
8 to 1, second Sir Boom at 40s, with La Baraka the unplaced favourite.
Let's all hail the great champion, Dane Ripper. Bart Cummings walked in late, but oh, geez, we know why he walked in. There she is going, saluting the judge in the $200,000 Group 1 Manikato Stakes, and by gee, she won well. She was very forward, she didn't look...
Stakes, can Dane Ripper win again? Can the quality mare, the class mare, the Cox Plate winner win again? She won last start in the Manikato. Okay, should say, $10.80 for Sir Boom. Market Umrum, $6.70. Over the page, Brave Prince, $13.70. The favourite, Dane Ripper, $3. Our Silky Oak, $90.
Umrum 3 deep round the outside is improving, with second coming between horses. Dane Ripper the rail held up. La Volta starting a run 3 wide with around the outside coming on well is our Silky Oak when they neared the corner, and then Brave Prince and Aerosmith from Silver Glade. At the bend, and Willoughby the leader in the Memsey, straightened up in front of Sir Boom with Umrum running on. Behind them, Plaska La Volta second coming. Dane Ripper over on the inside about 6th. Willoughby the leader at the 200. Umrum a length and a half behind it with La Volta, and Dane Ripper's getting up on the inside. Willoughby the leader inside the 200 from Umrum, and Dane Ripper on the rails. It's Willoughby clear though. Dane Ripper's coming at him. Willoughby tackled by Dane Ripper. She's a fantastic mare, and Dane Ripper got up and beat Willoughby with La Volta third, I think, just in front of Umrum, not much in that. They're trailed in by Doremus. Oh, he's run another fantastic race in the Memsey. Plaska behind
by Damien Oliver, and that's now 12 wins from 28 starts for Dane Ripper, which starts
in flight currently $6 in New South Wales. Rubicall $4.07 by Jerry Harvey. Sunline number 11 $5.10. Hilarity $19 $35.
Side the gates open. Zar Royale bounced away pretty well. Hilarity out wide, and Wichita 2 of the 50 to go, and the leader is Sunline moving up again. Hilarity a length away coming to the outside. Wichita follow goal with the red cap. Ruby Call bounced into her. She's starting a run from Crimson Flight. Well in the straight on top of the rise, and this is bolted away Sunline. The NZ race 3 lengths in front in the twinkling of the eye. Zar Royale's getting out. Then came Wichita and Ruby Call, but Sunline will keep her imposing record of 5 out of 5 intact. She is scorching away near home, and Sunline, this is a win. She wins the Furious Stakes by 5 lengths. Second, Zar Royale. Wichita a good run third from Ruby Call. Then Damala in.
Ultimate totes there in Sydney, 481, 92, 30 and 6. High ratings on the 6th event. Well, Sunline, B, Crimson Flight, Justin Sheehan, $17. Zola, $6.30. Rubicall.
Back, and Sunline out wide on the track, came out like a rocket. Zar Royale, Crimson Flight, and Wichita in the goal cap away very quickly. Wichita looking for the lead from Sunline. Going cool, saves ground the fence. Further back in the field, Damala and inserts the rail in the straight. What's the filly got up her sleeve? Cassidy's about to give Sunline a head at the 300, and she raced to the front from Wichita. The grey Ruby Call, Zola, and now Zar Royale in the white cap running on, but Sunline pinched a break at the 200. This exciting glamour machine from New Zealand, Sunline burst clear. She opened up a lead of 3 lengths on Zola, then came Zar Royale, but Sunline, heavy tracks, fast tracks, it makes no difference. She bolts in the T-Rose. Zola second, Zar Royale third from Damala, then Wichita and...
$2.20 Sunline paid, and $1.30. Zola too.
Of course, a late scratching in that is Sky Bow, but we'll look at the ratings now for that. Number 6, $28. Old Tawny, $6.50. Our Unicorn, the favourite, at $3.50. Brave Prince, $7.70. Royal Cal.
Our Unicorn is the favourite at $3.50, as you said.
Looking coming Prince Aluka, Crystalero round the outside, and then Royal Caliph. Old Tawny's a long way back, and so is our Unicorn coming towards the turn. Only behind them, Fonzarelli, and 5 lengths to heed the toll. Prime Address at the 4 200 raced up in the centre to go to the lead. Here's Laugh and Dance coming after him immediately. They come round the turn with Crystalero running on. Then Brave Prince and Vitronite desperately ridden down on the inside. Our Unicorn is still a long way back, and so is Old Tawny. At the 250, Prime Address the leader, Crystalero, Vitronite coming at it. It's Vitronite getting up on the inside and Crystalero the outside, and here's Our Unicorn now. He's flying home on the outside. Vitronite, Crystalero, Our Unicorn, a monster of a win. Our Unicorn got up on the outside, a magnificent effort. Now the Miners running on. Then Brave Prince and Vitronite desperately ridden down on the inside. Our Unicorn is still a long way back, and so is Old Tawny. At the 250, Prime Address the leader, Crystalero, Vitronite coming at it. It's Vitronite getting up on the inside and Crystalero the outside, and here's Our Unicorn now. He's flying home on the outside. Vitronite, Crystalero, Our Unicorn, a monster of a win. Our Unicorn got up on the outside, a magnificent effort. Now the Miners, either Crystalero or Vitronite, little in that between the pair. Clear, and that is a magnificent win.
70. $6.50 for Crystalero, the roughie, and
this season. All right, it's time now to look at the ratings for this. Dane Ripper on top at $13, Istedad $92, Eros Guru $4.20, Tie the Knot $12. Over the page we go to Umrum at $8, the Hind, the Adelaide Cup winner, at $25, Dane Ripper, the favourite here, at $3.30, Jezebel $145, and
Tie the Knot is into $8.60, which we've been mentioning all the time.
Racing, Darazari away the side. They're followed by Cheviot and Gold Guru on the fence. 2 lengths then to Dane Ripper, Aero Smith's around her, and then the Hind. A couple of lengths behind them, Spectrum and Tie the Knot, and then Doremus and Markham when they came to the turn. Umrum the leader now, Nikolic firing him up. Led by a half, Jezebel and Vanan. Darazari just behind them 4th. Then Chevy and Istedad coming wide. Now Dane Ripper still only 4 behind her when they corner. Umrum into the straight, kicked out by more than 2 lengths now. Darazari finishing well on the inside of Jezebel, running a big race. A gap then to Vanan. The Hind getting up on the inside. Here's Tie the Knot starting to storm home down the outside. It's Umrum the leader. Tie the Knot is flashing home with Jezebel. Tie the Knot out wide. Grab them. Tie the Knot won it from Jezebel and Umrum. Darazari finishing well on the inside of Jezebel, running a big race. A gap then to Vanan. The Hind getting up on the inside. Here's Tie the Knot starting to storm home down the outside. It's Umrum the leader. Tie the Knot is flashing home with Jezebel. Tie the Knot out wide. Grab them. Tie the Knot won it from Jezebel and Umrum. Dane Ripper did her best work late, and so did the Hind. Old Doremus came home down the outside with then Spectrum and Aero Smith not far away from them. Darazari
Over 2 miles, I presume, it being...
Tie the Knot paying $7.80 and $2.70. Jezebel nearly causing a major upset there, $22.10 and $10.10. And
the world has been shocked by the news that Dane Ripper has run her last race. Is looking for a new queen of racing after the shock retirement of Dane Ripper, injuring herself in yesterday's Underwood Stakes.
Call Sunline on top, as one would expect. Clearly ahead of Royal Camarine Market, and Sunline is $1.60, and we'll find out the latest from Terry Kennedy shortly in the betting green. Zola $11, Crimson Flight
racing now on the flight style disposed Marla Confer. Crimson Flight, second last Smoke and Fire, and Winter Garden has dropped out to last. Into the straight in the Flight Stakes, and Sunline canters up to Say Good Morning, and they put 2.5 lengths on Camarina, followed by Wichita, and then Damala, but Sunline extending for Larry Cassidy, and this top-class New Zealand filly raced away. Sunline about 3 or 4 Camarina, followed by Say Good Morning, Wichita and Confer, but she is a beauty. Look at her go. Sunline, 7 out of 7, Camarina second, Confer third, but Sunline.
Damala and Zola and in search. He hasn't popped the question to Sunline yet. He's about 3 lengths in front now from Camarina. They were followed by Say Good Morning, and then came Wichita, but he hit the detonator button and she exploded away. Sunline raced 3 lengths to Camarina, and she'll make it 7 out of 7. The champion New Zealand filly's home in the Flight Stakes, wins 3 lengths on the line. Camarina second, 4 away third, Confer from Wichita. Damala, Zar Royale, Say Good.
Has raced away, and she's an outstanding, a champion 3-year-old filly. 7 starts, and she is yet to meet defeat. She'll have 1 more.
Sunline, 7 starts, 7 wins.
I think I'm wrapped in her. I think she's a star. but I wouldn't be calling her a champion yet because I don't think the standard of 3-year-old filly in Sydney is quite as strong as Melbourne. And when she gets to Melbourne, I think she might just find that the fillies down here are a little bit stronger.
Pain Dodge, Bazille, Bay Adam, very hard to separate them according to the ratings, as you can see. And we've had a look at this tote market. We'll take you to John Tabb in a moment. And nearly 1.3 million in the tote now. 12 for Juggler, 21 Iron Horse games. Dodge the favourite, $6, number 8. Over the page to number 9, El Morada, 13, 14 on air, 20 Blazing Pleasure Giver, 17 Arms for Action, number 16. And over the page to number 17, which is Bazille Bay, and it is at 13, 25 Pursuits. Bazille Bay, it'd be interesting to see how it is in the ring. We'll go to Terry.
Drake late, and also Dodge, the best back runners. Dodge, $6 on the tote, 1 point better with the bookmakers, but plenty of big professional money for the likes of Dodge. On air, been a little bit easy.
It's open, Juggler slow to go, and Arletty near the inside. Adam out wide, and Super Slew and Bazille Bay and Pleasure Giver all began very quickly. Arm for Action not far away from Dodge. They were followed by El Morada and Champagne wide going forward. Super Field inside the 1,000 mark and in a cracking speed in the Epsom. Bazille Bay led the way. 2 lengths in front of Abden and 5 lengths away to Super Crest and Pleasure Giver the outside. They were followed by Super Crest. Then came Arletty, Arm for Action with the white cap, the centre, a length away Champagne. Then came Iron Horse Blazing Steel. Dodge back centre field, the fence from El Morada. Further back is Northern Drake. He's very wide. Further back in the field then to Rustic Dream. Corporate James on air. Tri-Cove's a mile back with Pursuits and Jugglers last of all. On the bend, 600 metres to go, and Bazille Bay. Can he keep going at this whirlwind pace? He's 2 lengths in front of Adam, who's done all of the chasing. 4 lengths away, Pleasure Giver. Super Slew the inside. 2 lengths Arletty, Arm for Action. Super Crest and Champagne pull to the centre of the track. Bazille Bay on top of the rise, the front runner. He's 2 lengths in front, and Allen went for home. Trying hard as Adam. Running on, Pleasure Giver. Dodgers getting up on the inside, and Champagne's running on strongly. It's still Bazille Bay at the 100 mark in front, but Dodge is cutting him down. Dodge the inside, Super Slew bursting through. Dodge, Super Slew levelled up to Dodge. Dodge kicked and he won the Epsom handicap. Dodge has won it from either the fast finishing Iron Horse or Super Slew. Tri-Cove whizzed home and not far away. Pursuits from Corporate James.
500 to go, and Bazille Bay giving them something to catch, and he straightens up to Adam. 3 to Pleasure Giver, Super Slew, followed on the inside, Dodge, and further back in the field is Arletty. Champagne at the head of the remainder, 2:20 to go, and Bazille Bay is the leader. They're starting to close in. Dodge is hurtling up on the inside, followed by Adam, Super Slew, and then Arletty, followed by Champagne, but Dodge hits the front. Super Slew going with Dodge. They hit it. Dodge from Super Slew or Iron Horse wide out.
Bursting up on the inside at $6.60 and $2.70. Seconds a photo. Iron Horse, last year's winner, has come at 100 miles an hour down the outside with Super Slew, who's run the race of his life.
What a great effort, Johnny Hawkes. He looks after those horses tremendous.
The fact that he turned up was a tip.
His horse just for this race.
That's right. Yeah,
it's great to see him win. Yeah.
The winner paying $6.60 and $2.70. Super Slew, now trained in Queensland, $10.20. Iron Horse, $6.80.
524,000 win pool on the shorts. Malagua, 8.10. Matombo, 21.
Guys, I think he'll come over. Yeah. He's going very well. He doesn't know how old he is. And
followed by Burkes, Malaguar. He's got the head up in the air. 2 lengths, Coogee Walk. They were followed by Shifting and Monopolize at the tail of the field. In the shorts, 5:50 to go. And Kidlad on the inside, led from the Ghostly Grey. Quick Flick and 2 lengths, Natois camped on their hammer. Hot as Hell the inside. 2 lengths, Jewel Photon, a point the inside making ground. They were followed by Identikit switching to the outside from Matombo on top of the rise. And Quick Flick at the 3:50 went to the front. Moving up quickly, Natois, Kidlad the fence and out wide. Identikit is starting to sweep home. Identikit's moved up. His stablemate of points getting out, and Jewel Photon running a race. Jewel Photon, the outside is Identikit, a point getting up on the fence, and here's Malaguar. He'll beat them all, the big grey. Malaguar swooped on the lead, hit the front, and he's won the shorts. Second to point or Jewel Photon. The 3:50 went to the front. Moving up quickly, Natois, Kidlad the fence and out wide. Identikit is starting to sweep home. Identikit's moved up. His stablemate of points getting out, and Jewel Photon running a race. Jewel Photon, the outside is Identikit, a point getting up on the fence, and here's Malaguar. He'll beat them all, the big grey. Malaguar swooped on the lead, hit the front, and he's won the shorts. Second to point or Jewel Photon from Identikit, who's run peak 50 out. They were followed by Burketown. Ken must be sitting back with a little bit of disappointment, I suppose, because he used to ride Malagua so well.
And while Might and Power and Tycoon Lil look set to fight out the Yalumba Stakes,
Might and Power 13 to 8, as Michael Scander said, likely to ease to 2 to 1. Tycoon Lil the same price. Gold Guru is the firmer. Yalumba Stakes. Number 1, Might and Power 260. Catalan opening 660.
Seville began well. Tycoon Lil began very fast and straight to the lead early. Might and Power is away quickly with Catalan opening. It's down the side. If there is a crack in Might and Power's armour, we'll find out here. A strong, truly run, wait for age race at the 800. And Tycoon Lil by 2 lengths to Might and Power, 2 lengths to Gold Guru. Catalan opening a neck away. 4 lengths back. Jezebel inside Taradu and 2 Valance. Winding it up, coming down the side. Cassidy niggling a little bit now. And the leader is Tycoon Lil, a length in front. Might and Power's closing on the Great Bear. Here he comes. He's got within half a length of it. 2 lengths to Gold Guru and then Catalan opening. As they came to the turn, Tycoon Lil the leader and Cassidy about to rev up on Might and Power. They come round the turn. Both go for the whip with Gold Guru only a length and a half away. Tycoon Lil by a length. Might and Power's given full door. It's Tycoon Lil giving plenty under the whip on the inside. Might and Power's trying ever so hard. He's digging deep, the great champ. Might and Power gets to Tycoon Lil. Drew a half, drew a length. He's back. The mighty Barretus Marvel. Might and Power by 2 lengths. He's won it magnificently for Jim Cassidy over Tycoon Lil, Gold Guru. Then Catalan opening, Valance, Jezebel and Taradu.
Second, Might and Power. He's on the test on the horse of the year. Second, Might and Power. He's under the whip there. 2 lengths, Gold Guru. 300 out though. Tycoon Lil. Nearly a length in front. Might and Power trying hard. He's starting to come. Might and Power levelling up to Tycoon Lil. 3 to Gold Guru. The big Power's put his head in front. Might and Power. Is he back? Yes, I think he is. He's drawn a length in front. He's 2 in front. Might and Power. Welcome back, chap. 2 lengths on the line. Tycoon Lil. 4 away. 3rd, Gold Guru.
On Shane, and you know, hearing this crowd here today, they really love a champion, don't they?
If he's relaxed, mate, he's unbeatable, of course. Yeah. He's back, mate.
Cox Plate, Jimmy.
Yeah. Look out.
Bigger than I can tell you. The crowd's taking the pumper to their heart. And, well, Nick Moratis' son next week. What a race it's going to be now. The crowd, truly, it's one of the biggest receptions I've heard in a long time. Correcting that, the Cox Plate, of course, in 2 weeks. The Caulfield Cup next week.
Out on you, he'd win today.
Might and Power will now go after the Cox Plate, a 5-4 favourite. Tycoon Lil lose
before such a receptive audience, but the whole point about it, he will get better, and he's certainly the horse to beat in the Cox Plate. At this stage, I'd be taking 5-4 about Might and Power in the Cox Plate.
5-4. Didn't say anything else. He's every bit of a champion, and you know, he can only get better. That's the good thing, Joe. And when I really got at him, the old trick, he wanted to get in a fraction, but Tycoon Lil also come out towards me, but by gee, he can dig deep.
Summit meeting this morning at Caulfield Racecourse and decided against allowing our Unicorn to come into the Caulfield Cup field. Andrew...
You've just arrived at the track. You were mobbed by the media. There's some talk of court action.
Well, it's something we're looking into. Not that Torfin's Melody hasn't qualified or wasn't qualified on a money basis.
It won a race in Lyon on the 23rd of November, winning $57,977. The clause says 60,000, so it is below that figure.
Yeah, it is below that figure, and if that's the case and it's been included in the race over and above our horse, well, I think there is grounds for some legal action to be...
$50. $5 on the tote for Tie the Knot. I doubt if he'll stay at that, of course. $5.80 for Yippee-I-O. $4.30. Torfin's Melody, $48.90. The Honda Shoots, $20 plus. Vitronite, $26.90. $77.90.
Torfin's Melody, the leader, coming after it now as they come along the side. Lisa's Game and On Air in the centre, and they lead by 2 lengths to Jezebel, and next Darazari on the outside from Vitronite. Aerosmith back behind them, Champagne on the rail, and then came behind. Tie the Knot's got a bit of work to do coming towards the turn. He's down on the inside of Faithful Son, and then Pursuits, and it's all in fun. Lisa's Game and Torfin's Melody come to the turn in front. Champagne getting up on the rail. Darazari wider out. Jezebel putting herself in the picture. Tie the Knot is threading through the field. Lisa's Game has taken the lead from Torfin's Melody. Champagne on the rail, and then Tie the Knot and Darazari. Lisa's Game, Torfin's Melody getting tight on the inside. Champagne flattened. So is Jezebel. Torfin's Melody, Lisa's Game, and Tie the Knot is flying. Torfin's Melody in front though. Torfin's Melody has beaten Lisa's Game. Tie the Knot third in a very rough Caulfield Cup.
Lisa's Game has reached the front now from Torpin's Melody. Here comes Tie the Knot. He's in the clear, coming with a run. Lisa's Game, Torpin's Melody have knocked over Jezebel. Tie the Knot with a withering run. Torpin's Melody again in front of Lisa's Game. The importer's going to take the Caulfield Cup. Torpin's Melody. And that Lisa's Game ahead third is Tie the Knot.
Talk about controversy. This is the horse the committee put into the Cup. Didn't satisfy the conditions. They put him in, and the English horse won the prize. 9, 18 and 3. $58.30. The bookies are cheering. 13. Let's watch the head on that Champagne. Wow, on the rails. Yellow and red colours. Look at it get flattened. Jezebel, Chris Muntz couldn't do much about it because the force came from outside of them in the red cap, and the red cap was carried by Ray Cochran, the jockey of Torpin's Melody.
He scored at 66-1 from Lisa's Game. Tie the Knot disappointing no one, part of a $14,000 trifecta. The Daily...
Look, you couldn't have written that in fiction because people would have just said he's gone totally over the top. That's too far from the truth. The Cup had drama in its lead-up and high drama on the day, Max.
Look, Sandy, Steven Spielberg couldn't have come up with a script like that, so we had no chance at all. But it would have been certainly the most controversial Caulfield Cup that I can recall, and perhaps even the day when you look at the result, when you look at events subsequent to the result. Max, we'll never see another one like that.
Well, going Torpin's Melody have run?
No, certainly not. Torpin's Melody was not qualified and should not have run. The VATC...
But after 50 years of training, there's still one race that eludes him. A race might and power can bring him.
Yeah, that's my ambition.
If you
can win the Cox Plate, that's all I want.
Word retirement in your vocabulary?
Keeps me alive, John. If I retire, I'll die, and it'll be the end of me.
So, getting out of bed at 3 a.m. and looking after a string of racehorses is all you want to do?
That's all my life.
The Cox Plate is shaped up all week as a two-horse race. Tycoon Lil versus Might and Power.
To do.
Tomorrow I'll be riding just to beat Might and Power, and if I win, well, I win. I won't be going out there. I'm going next.
There's only 3 hopes in the race.
You say that very confidently.
Well, there is. Form says that. Kenwood Melody, Tycoon Lil, Might and Power. Nothing else can win, I believe.
Champ, Might and Power is at very short odds. 5-4 on in the BMW Cox Plate. 20-1 Doremus, 26 Northern Drake, 7-2 second favourite Tycoon Lil, and then the 2 3-year-olds, Dracula and...
Tycoon Lil, one of the first to break the line. She flew the gate and going forward, Kenwood Melody, the 3-year-old on the... And going forward, Kenwood Melody, the 3-year-old on the outside. Super Slew and Might and Power handy. Wider out Northern Drake and Batavian goes up on the inside of the winning post the first time. Tycoon Lil led now, Kenwood Melody. Might and Power shoulders out to be 3 out, and Jimmy's going towards the front. He takes Might and Power to the lead, turning out of the straight. Might and Power about to cross Tycoon Lil. A length further back, Kenwood Melody from Batavian. Then the 1,000-metre mark on Might and Power. He's out by 2 lengths. Tycoon Lil second, Batavian a length third. A length in Kenwood Melody running fourth. A length and a half, Dracula fifth. 1 Super Slew, 2 for the back, Northern Drake. Then Gold Guru further back in the race, Dodge. Catalan opening second last to Remus last of all. They're filing off the 800-metre turn, and Might and Power. The horse of the year in Australia by 2 lengths to Tycoon Lil. A length and a half, Kenwood Melody, 1 Batavian. 2 Dracula, Northern Drake, and then Gold Guru. They're followed further back by Dodge and Catalan opening. Might and Power the leader at the 500-metre mark. Tycoon Lil under enormous pressure. Kenwood Melody the outside. 2 Batavian, Northern Drake at the 400-metre mark. And Jimmy's calling on the big horse, Might and Power, a length and a half. Tycoon Lil, Kenwood Melody, then Northern Drake, and further back in the race, Catalan opening. Jimmy lets him go on the turn, and it's Might and Power 2 or 3 in front from Tycoon Lil. Northern Drake down the outside. Tycoon Lil can't go on. Might and Power in front. He's going to get it. The earth starts to rumble. Might and Power takes the Cox Plate, a length and a half. Northern Drake 2 lengths away, third Tycoon Lil. Dodge is fourth from Catalan opening.
And next is Northern Drake and Dodge. Might and Power comes around the home corner, the leader. He's kicked out by 2. Northern Drake is chasing home hard on the outside after the leader, and Tycoon Melody battling strongly. It's Might and Power the leader. Northern Drake a length and a half away coming home, but Might and Power, the big champ, the king, joins the greats of the turf, and Might and Power's won it from Northern Drake. Third home is Tycoon Lil. Then came Dodge, Catalan opening, Dracula next to...
The champ did it, the first horse since father to win a Cox Plate after the Melbourne Cup. Number 1
1, Mighten Power. A little bit. The crowd love you, mate. They love a champion. We got him here in Australia. He's the best in the world. This is Mighten Power and Jimmy Cassidy coming back. Probably a record crowd at Moonee Valley, Ken.
Well, there it is, the crowd, the reception for Mighten Power. The crowd really yelled themselves hoarse. Not one person has left their positions in the stand as they cheer this great champion. And you saw earlier,
Nick Murray was.
You're talking about some special horses when you say the previous horse to win the big 3 races, the Caulfield Cup, the Melbourne Cup and the Cox Plate, was Rising Fast, the champion Kiwi.
I've been so close in the last 2 years. This is the one race I wanted. And thanks to Jim Cassidy for the good ride on the horse.
And your mare, though, she never stops trying.
Oh, she tried hard, but the winner was just too good.
Thanks, Shane.
It's no greatest. He's been to Caulfield once and won the Cup, been to Flemington once and won the Cup. Yesterday he went to the Valley for the first time and won the Cox Plate. And Mighten Power, 2 seconds off the record, that equates to 12 lengths.
It was magnificent stuff. Max, you've got Jimmy alongside of you, but you've seen a lot of them, Max, and this is as good as we've seen, I think, don't you?
Oh, no doubt about that, Bruce. It was a magic occasion and a day that I think everybody that was there, everybody that saw it, will long remember.
Is it the prize money or is it the Thriller Beanie?
Good thing she's here. I'll tell you about the prize money. The prize money.
Nick, they said, Nick, what do you think about the prize money? And Nick said, something the prize money. But I think that's what it's all about. I think that it was greater than any prize money. You can see there, Big Nick is thoroughly...
Boys, I think, don't you?
It is a race for the big boys. Mighten Power is the biggest, Bruce, and I think he showed yesterday that he's a worthy contender for the world scene. Anybody that said Australian racehorses aren't as good as those overseas hasn't seen Mighten Power.
Well, we're talking about 2 different sorts of horses. He joined elite groups yesterday, so many of them, the $5 million club, and he's sure to go past the Great Super and Octagonal. But probably the 2 that are more significant, because stake money can be a bit misleading, is the fact that only Rising Fast had ever won those other 2 races, the 2 Cups and the Cox Plate. He did it in the 1 year, admittedly, and only Phar Lap had come back from winning the Melbourne Cup and come back to win the Cox Plate. Jimmy, Keith, Max, they're 2 of the greatest names ever, and he's right there with them.
Oh, he's a legend, Jimmy, isn't he? Jimmy, isn't he?
No, well, I'd say this. I think he's done better. Did Phar Lap lead all the way in all those races? Did Rising Fast lead all the way in all those races? He just might have an edge.
Well, will you try and lead at Tokyo? Will you try and lead all the way at the Japan Cup?
He won't have to lead a 1.5 miles, Bruce. I believe he's a champion at a 1.5 miles. I've always believed he was beatable at 2,000. He proved me wrong yesterday.
Jaddo, I'm lost for words. I love Kingston Town and I love Tulloch, but it's the way this horse does it.
The greatest of them all. But when you see what Mighten Power has done in the Caulfield Cup, the Melbourne Cup, and the WS Cox Plate, he's won the big 3, and the way that he won the 3, I've just got to admit, he is Tulloch class.
He is absolutely...
Possibly one of the best Cox Plates in the last 10 years. I don't think I've seen a more popular performance than that since Kingston Town won his 3rd Cox Plate. So the best weight for age horse since Kingston Town. And I think that's a huge call, because Kingston Town's the best one I'd ever seen in my short career.
$7.20, Sir Boom $26.60, Bazille Bay $3.30, Pleasure Giver $11.20, at $15.30, Zahiro at $12.40, and the
now. Even break, Blazing Steel at the back. Litmus, 4 to Blazing Steel and Galactic Valley. Into the straight at the 500. Rancho Spark, the leader by a length to Bazille Bay. In 3rd spot, Classic Day, ridden along, getting off the rails. Monet's Cove outside it, then Zahiro. Cut Up Rough was next. Holtam and Sir Beam, Major Victory of Pleasure Giver. Bazille Bay goes up to Rancho Spark at the 200. 2 lengths, Classic Day. Then Monet's Cove, Major Victory, Pleasure Giver, but Bazille Bay goes for home, and he's got the last shot to bits. He's careering away from Rancho Spark. Major Victory, Pleasure Giver running home hard late, but Bazille Bay wins it easily. Bazille Bay by 6 lengths. 2nd home, Pleasure Giver. 3rd, Rancho Spark. Monopolised Madoc ground, then Major Victory.
What he's headwind and everything. He's done the donkey work, sat outside the leader, and mate, wait till the last day. He's in the last day as well, Jimmy. Runs in the Emirates Mile, mate. He's going to be pretty hard to beat, isn't he? He will, for sure. Yeah, good luck, Jimmy. You're having a great...
Hardy in 170, looked the better the day. Pleasure Giver 280.
He's 9 to 2 and 8 to 1. Keith, we're just about out. Who do you think will win?
I think Darazari and give...
The odds at $10, Markham at 37, number 9. Sheer Danzig, one of the imports, at $26. Aerosmith at 11. Number 15, Pika for Second Coming at 73. Ancient City, 88. The Mares, Champagne and Jezebel, $11 and $12 respectively, which is big overs at the moment for Jezebel. 25 Perpetual Check.
Betting races I've ever witnessed. If you reckon Might and Power's plunge last year was big, there's almost 5 equal favourites in this race. The biggest money today has been for number 22, Jezebel. 12 to 1 on the tote. You can only get about half that in the bookmaker's ring. Faithful Son has got a few admirers, and then Arena and others. But I tell you what, the best money's for Jezebel.
Tim Gage.
The massive betting plunge is complete. Jezebel will run cup favourite. Its price is slashed by half.
And now as we're
racing in the cup, and they've caught them in just about a perfect line. Darazar going forward 3 deep. Yippee-I-O's about midfield. Count Shivers well back, and so was John Sticks. 800 to go. And Persian Punch wide up, moved up to hit the lead. Gold Guru trying to go with him. Aerosmith has scrubbed up. 3 Crowns on the rails from Second Coming under pressure. Jezebel behind them, and Faithful Son working into it stylishly with Torfen's Melody. Around the turn in the cup, and it's Jezebel going up to Persian Punch. Faithful Son wider than Torfen's Melody. Champagne runs into it. Aerosmith looked beaten, then Darazari. Jezebel the leader. Here's the other mare, Champagne. Champagne looming up to Jezebel. Then Torfen's Melody, Perpetual Check battling on Faithful Son. It's the mares, Champagne, Jezebel. Clear from Yorkshire, Torfen's Melody. Champagne in front of Jezebel. Persian Punch and Torfen's Melody. Champagne and Jezebel. Jezebel's fighting back on the rails and won the cup. Jezebel fought back to win and beat Champagne at Quinella for the mares. Then Yorkshire and Persian Punch close up from Torfen's Melody.
Joined in. Look at Jezebel coming with a great run at the 400. Persian Punch is tackled by Jezebel. Wider at Faithful Son. Here comes Champagne, and Torfen's Melody is coming with her. Jezebel tackled by Champagne now. They reach the 200 metres. The New Zealand mares together. Jezebel and Champagne. Yorkshire pushing through from Torfen's Melody. Persian Punch. Champagne from Jezebel. Champagne and Jezebel kicking back. Jezebel kicks on the inside. Jezebel beat Champagne and New Zealand Quinella. Persian Punch third from Yorkshire. Torfen's Melody tie the knot and then...
Out wide on the track now. Champagne has ranged up to hit the lead from Jezebel. Champagne and Jezebel come away now from Torfen's Melody. Yorkshire, Faithful Son, Persian Punch, then tie the knot late. Champagne and Jezebel. Champagne, Jezebel fighting back. Jezebel, Champagne, they hit the line. Jezebel wins the cup from Champagne.
I've got some beers. What about...
$12 even for Jezebel. Huge overs on the tote. $4 the place. Champagne, $3.90, and Persian Punch.
Something like 12 to 1 into 5 to 1 in the ring. Hope you had something on.
We backed very early in the piece, and I think we got as much as we wanted. But
others had their hands full as well. Kerry Packer and Crown Casino boss Lloyd Williams are understood to have stripped the bookies of $10 million. That's where the plunge on Jezebel. Tan Power will create a grand finale to one of the most successful spring carnivals ever. Jockey Jim Cassidy says the champ is ready to rattle Flemington tomorrow, but punters will have to take some of the shortest odds posted in the last decade.
Betting Might and Power tomorrow?
No.
None at all?
None. Well, what is? How do you beat him? Same thing in the Cox Plate, you know, like if he ever led, he just won. I thought the best tactical race I could, and I couldn't win. You know, you just can't beat the horse, so it's no point me standing here telling everybody I'm going to win the race, when the fact is, I probably won't.
The first big shot, there's our Cadbury favourites.
You had to put a lot of work...
And wouldn't you love to be having fixed odds betting here and take the $1.30 the place for Might and Power that built up as he got into the mounting yard? It's great to see a modern-day champion.
He really does deserve it, Peter. He's a fan.
Now, Bolter, in fact, the first out from Might and Power. Bridal Man going up in the centre. And Might and Power is half a length in front of Bolter. Oregon Star easing out 3 wide. Bridal Man 4 from the inside from New Kingston. And Enjoyment as they work up towards the turn. They've got 600 metres to go. And Might and Power will turn for home in front of Bolter. In third spot, Oregon Star. Bridal Man the inside of Enjoyment. And New Kingston as they enter the straight. Might and Power just shifting away from the rails. The leader from Oregon Star. Bridal Man going up on the fence. And then Bolter, Enjoyment. And New Kingston, but the pumper getting to work on Might and Power, and he starts to extend. Might and Power a length and a half to Oregon Star. Then Bolter, Bridal Man, Enjoyment, and New Kingston, but look at him go. He's the might, he's the power and the glory of Australasian gallops. Might and Power extending, he's a modern-day champion. Might and Power streaks away and wins at 6 lengths. Oregon Stars run second, third, Poulter. Then came Bridal Man from Enjoyment.
As the idol of Australian racing turns the corner, it's Might and Power, the leader, just wobbling a little bit off the fence. A run on the inside for Bridal Man, but at the 400 metres now, and Might and Power is the leader. Cassidy now starts to give him a little dig in the ribs, and away he goes at the 300. Here comes the great champion, Might and Power, 3 lengths clear now from Oregon Star, trying hard, and then Boulder and Bridal Man. But the idol of Australian racing, Might and Power, let go in the last 150, and away he goes, the champ. The great champ, Might and Power, wins it well by about 6 or 7. Second is Oregon Star from Boulder, Bridal.
To just shake the champ up, and he finds now Might and Power extends. He opens up and puts 2 lengths on Oregon Star, Boulder, Bridal Man, and it's all over. And those anxious bank tellers who might have taken the takings home on Friday night, there's no problems here, boys. Oh, the champ, look at him go. And the crowd love him too. Might and Power, the champion racehorse, wins 6 lengths.
There's no doubt Might and Power.
And listen and soak up the moment. Remember the day we saw one of the great champions of the Australian turf. We don't mean that much, because we've had the opportunity of paying our way in the gate today, and those of you sitting at home on television around Australia and watching a horse that you can tell your grandchildren about.
When that horse arrived in the mounting yard for that race would have been unbelievable.
It's one of the rare times I've ever seen a horse applauded into the mounting yard. They were applauding as he came up the race into the mounting yard, and
Cassidy could be in for a big day. He's also riding equal favourite Bazille Bay in the Emirates Stakes.
$3.10, $3.90 for Buster Jones, big odds for Blazing Steel and Mushtak. Saboom at big odds. He's been a wonderful local horse in Victoria. Poor. Corporate James around it. Iron Horse lost ground there, being passed by Blazing Steel and Pleasure Giver in pursuits back to third last. Bazille Bay away from the rails. Turns into the straight by 3 lengths to Irish Air. Mushtak going back to the inside, then Lundalosi. Buster Jones is into the clear and he's making ground, and then came Saboom. Bazille Bay, a big leader, 300 to go. Buster Jones is after him. He's 4 lengths astern though. Then came Mushtak pursuits. Bazille Bay, a big leader, 4 lengths in front of Buster Jones. Then Mushtak in pursuits. Wide's a poor Pleasure Giver, but Bazille Bay, a big leader. Buster Jones 3 lengths away. It's all Bazille Bay, and Bazille Bay beats Buster Jones comfortably. Great Go third, Give It a Pursuits in front of Irish Air, Rum and Mushtak. Then Rustic Dream and Zapor, Corporate James, Pleasure Giver. Then
the outside and Mushtak on the fence at the 300, and Bazille Bay with a good lead. Cassidy pulled the whip. He's about 4 or 5 lengths in front of Buster Jones. Mushtak down on the inside, and then came Zapor, but Bazille Bay is full of running, 100 metres to go. Rolls back to the inside, but he's 4 in front. Buster Jones trying hard, but Bazille Bay, a star in the making, beats Buster Jones by 3 lengths. Pursuits grab third, I'd say, from Irish Air.
Caulfield Cup next year, or maybe even the Cox Plate wouldn't be out of his line. Part of a cast.
Stable, because, gee, I've got an opinion of this horse.
Yeah, no, Peter, I think he's the best I've ever had, without doubt, yeah.
260 and 150 for Bazille Bay, number 4, 190 for Buster Jones.
Someone showed you a tape of Bazille Bay's 3 Flemington runs and nothing else. You'd say this is one of the super horses of the turf, wouldn't you?
Yes, as long as they didn't show me some of his Sydney runs, because
he's better here. Well, I say here, I'm in Sydney.
There is no doubt he's better.
Max is the same, you know, isn't he? He improves legs.
That is the performance of a top-class handicapper. Mention him in the same category as Might and Power. Bruce, you might, I won't.
I didn't.
I won't.
The horse Might and Power will not contest the $4.2 million Japan Cup later this month. As expected, owner Nick Moratis balked at the trip, believing his horse's health could be at risk.
I've always said the horse was my main concern, the safety of the horse.
With Might and Power only recently recovered from a virus, Moratis wasn't prepared to risk a gruelling return flight from Japan, not even for a share of the $4.2 million prize money.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, you know?
Group 2 feature, the BMW Perth Cup. The ratings are 2, 4, 5 and 3. Here's a look at the market. We have West Town at 560, Rogan Josh 770, Jack Daniels 350, and over the page we go again. Big field this one, 18 of them, and
racing in the Cup.
Turner Glow, Jack Daniels broke quickly, so did Boardwalk Lady, but Gwingana from the inside, hunted out of the gates, is going to look for the front. Gauntlet to Jack Daniels, and Victory Morn's going to take them both on. Victory Morn, the son of the former Perth Cup winner, Fizam's gone to the lead at the 900 metres mark. Raced a length in front of Boardwalk Lady, Gwingana. Over on the outside to Nice Timing. West Town is starting to sneak into the race with Rogan Josh. Jack Daniels has got pushed right back to be worse than midfield. He looked to be gone. Then Master Touch running into the race strongly, followed further back on the outside by Cozzy and King of Saxony, then Baptista. 500 metres out, and the leader Victory Morn by a length and a half to Nice Timing. 1.5 to Rogan Josh, switching around the heels of Nice Timing. Gwingana's battling away. Harvey's hard at work on West Town. Then Master Touch, Baptista, King of Saxony's run a bit of a race. They turn the bend. Victory Morn, the chestnut with the blaze first for home. Nice Timing's trying to wear him down. Rogan Josh is next, and King of Saxony first up is starting to run at them. King of Saxony's coming at Victory Morn. King of Saxony's hit the lead. Rogan Josh, Victory Morn. It's King of Saxony, Rogan Josh, King of Saxony in front. Rogan Josh diving. What a performance by J.J. Miller. He's won the cup first up with King of Saxony. Rogan Josh second, Photo third. King of Saxony in front, Rogan Josh diving. What a performance by J.J. Miller. He's won the cup first up with King of Saxony. Rogan Josh second, Photo third. In name only, flying through on the inside, the back in the field by Master Touch, Smoky Darlin. Half Your Luck strikes swiftly. West Town didn't see out the journey. Turner Globe, BMW Perth Cup of 1999.
More from Ask
with the wide gate 83. So the ratings are 1.10. We've got $1.85 now for Testarossa. With that pool building up all the time, it'll be at 350 before long.
Most favourites in Magic Million history at odds on. Testarosa's out 3 deep on the fence behind them, Iron Ore. Then Sally Magic, Shelt not about to come to the outside, followed by Bossy Gal Plashenko. Further back in the field, Blue Danu, Thong and Pushbike, West Express, and further back, Lavina Bay. Into the straight, 400 to go. Henning is the leader from Grand Express. Testarossa, Sally Magic coming to the outside, and so too is Shelt not, and then came Iron Ore. Testarossa in front with 300 metres to go. Sally Magic a length away, and then came Shelt not, but Testarossa, he found another gear at the 100, he exploded away. Sally Magic in second spot, then came Shelt not and Lazoffany, but Testarossa, he's a great colt. Testarossa won the Magic Millions brilliantly. Sally Magic second, Shelt not third, fourth Lazoffany.
Goes full bore on Testarossa, 200 metres to go. Testarossa shot away, he's 2 lengths in front of Sally Magic, followed by Shelt not, who's running on, but it's Testarossa. He's going like a real machine in the last 100 metres, and home he goes. Testarossa first by 4 lengths, Sally Magic second, Shelt not got third, Lazoffany flying.
Line, and he really made the others look ordinary. That is a very, very good colt, by anyone's standards in any race.
He came deep outside the leader. It wasn't if he sat third or fourth on the fence and just came off the rail and went
hardest run in the race.
Yeah, the hardest run in the race. Yeah. He was out 3 and 4 deep around the home turn, and he's raced away and won by 4 1/4 lengths. I mean, it's probably the best Magic Millions win in history yesterday.
Yeah.
For Viva La Diva. Should pay great attention to his Readout's Choice. Last week he only raced for the first time, and as we just
got to improve a little bit. This is only his second start in a big group.
Readout's Choice.
Draw closer to the Blue Diamond Stakes and Mercedes-Benz. Testarossa to $93, Real Jester at $10, Cullen at 12, Redoubt's Choice at 10, Honour the Name 20 at 89, Downing Street at 33s, Northeast Sheila at $9.
$2.50. A clear-cut favourite, Real Jester.
Racing, and Testarossa began okay. Northeast Sheila flew out, so did Card Queen, Dance Baby Dance. Out quickly too, Readout's Choice on the outside, but Northeast Sheila's going like the wind and is dangerous, and Downing Street last of all. Northeast Sheila inside the 600 a half, Testarossa niggled at second. A length and a half, Readout's Choice, third outside Cullen. Then Card Queen, Real Jester, Akhenaten. 2 lengths to Fleet, followed by Dance Baby Dance, Honour the Name and Sedurka when they corner. Northeast Sheila first round the turn. Here's Testarossa laying down the gauntlet of the filly. Cullen on the inside, and Readout's Choice is starting to run home clear of Real Jester. Testarossa at the 200, drew a length and a half. Readout's Choice is coming home well. Readout's Choice after Testarossa. Readout's Choice has grabbed the lead, 50 to go. Draws away, and Readout's Choice has won the diamond. 2 lengths Testarossa. Dangerous flashed home, grabbed third perhaps from Real Jester. Downing Street coming home hard, and Cullen. Then
what a horse. Only having his second start in a race.
Cullen.
Quite apart from that, this is an extraordinarily good horse.
blazing favourite now for the Slipper.
Golden Slipper favourite. But he was at good odds today at his second race start. He paid $11.40 and $3.80 on Super Tab, $1.40 on Super Tab, $1.
Testarossa had come back to his best. Along came Reduke's Choice. Rick Lacey said, I've been shouting from the rooftops that this is the best horse I've ever had. Now you'll listen. Danny Nicolette said, I'll go anywhere to ride him.
Well, I've said that I think he's the best horse I've ever trained. And, I mean, that horse is Shinsor, and he's still able to do what he did today. I mean, you know, that's a remarkable performance, and he can only improve. And he's so relaxed.
El Mansour is the top weight at $13. Bazil Bay, the one everyone wants, is $1.70. Rustic Dream at $20. Sweated up in the yard.
Fence and a length and a half. Rustic Dream last of the 7. 6 lengths covered them. At the 600, El Mansour 3/4 to Helm. One away, City Kids on the inside. Half Bazil Bay. Cassidy hasn't asked a question of the favourite yet. Buster Jones a length and a half away with the baldy face, and then and Rustic Dream. El Mansour led around the home turn from Helm. Bazil Bay a length and a half away, now asked to go. And then Speedy Kids when they corner. El Mansour hasn't been let go. He leads a length and a half to Helm, ducking in behind him. 2 lengths Bazil Bay. Gee, he's going to need to get a wriggle on. El Mansour with a nice lead at the 150. Bazil Bay's gone. Here's Rustic Dream. It's El Mansour in front. Helm the inside and Rustic Dream. El Mansour. Rustic Dream lunge. Not much in this between El Mansour, Rustic Dream. Helm on the rails in third place. Clear of Bazil Bay, who couldn't go on from Speedy Kids
Reasonably confident earlier. I thought he was kidding, but I was the one who was kidding. And that close-up shows that Rustic Dream just put his nose out when it counted. And
Rustic Dream is fast.
Rustic Dream home at 15-1. El Mansour running his best race in ages, 12-1. Helm, what a computer ratings on the Chipping Norton Stakes. Pelaya rating 100, and yet she shows 630 on the Win Tote. Tie the Knot rates a 97, and his second pick, Pelaya, 380. Here's Terry Bailey.
Coming towards the bend, the leader is Forgotten Hero. Tie the Knot is still persevering for this inside run. Pelaya 3 out, Dodge 4 out, Darazari last but only 3 off them. Around the bend, Pelaya's moved up to Forgotten Hero, but Tie the Knot's got this great run the fence. Dodge to the outside, Darazari the deepest, but Di said go, and Tie the Knot in a matter of 3 strides shot away at the 200. He raced 2 lengths to Forgotten Hero, running the race of his life. Then Darazari, Dodge and Pelaya, but Tie the Knot confirms his Sydney Cup favouritism. Tie the Knot charges away and wins by 5 lengths. Forgotten Hero second. Pelaya maybe third from Darazari, but there's nothing in it. And Dodge was last of the 5. Well, they all want to get off the fence today. And Di has gone from last right up on the rail to win this race for the 3rd time in a row.
Yep, Arena, Lawyer, Doyle and Arimathea. 1, 2, 6 and 40. Lawyer, El Duce's 30. Arimathea at 18, 14 Final Fantasy, Doyle 11, 9.
Board for the running of this Canterbury Guineas for 1999, a race that really... Final Fantasy. El Duche's had a good run, the Kiwi on the fence, and Arena starting to track into the race, 3 deep. A length further away to Doyle, Christopherson, Able Master, Go Joy and Arimathea whip them in. On the bend in the Canterbury Guineas, endangers upsides now with Lawyer. Coming to the outside and running on well, then would have been Final Fantasy, and here's Arena starting to come down the centre. At the 250, Lawyer in front, Arena's drawn alongside of him. They're going to fight it out from Final Fantasy and Danger. It's on the inside, Lawyer, the outside, Arena. Arena gained the upper hand with 50 metres left to go. Lawyer's coming again. Cassidy and Di, Arena and Lawyer. Lawyer the inside, Arena does best and wins the Canterbury Guineas from Lawyer. 3rd might be El Duche from Final Fantasy, then Arimathea. And
2 lengths. Shane said, I'm out of here, I'm gone. He's in trouble, I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's the sort of rider he is. He makes a decision in a split second. It could have been a winning decision had we not got out of that trouble and got rolling again. But to Arena's credit and Larry's credit, they got balanced again and they won.
Larry Wright.
And it does promise, as we said only a week ago, of a memorable AJC derby ahead of us.
It's all building, isn't it? And I think Larry...
Spying is at big odds. Intergaze represents very good value at $9.70. Bazil Bay $4.70. Summerbow $23. Istadad $5. And the favourite is Aerosmith at $4.30. Spying 17 at good each way. $1.25 million Australian Cup. And there is...
Stand, they're off and running.
Summer Bay bounced quickly on the inside. Our Unicorn has begun okay today, and dropping back is Aerosmith with Sir Linford, and Bazille Bay has pounced straight on the front. Bazille Bay at Chiquita Lodge at the 1200 metre mark. Cassidy's got his foot on the accelerator. He's out about 8 lengths in front now from Des to go, given a breather. Bazille Bay by 4.5 to 5 lengths. Second, the Message, a length further back, then came on the inside Dance. They're followed by Istedad up fourth, Intergaze running fifth. Then Spying, Thackeray, Sir Linford further back, Summer Bay. Aerosmith a mile back, turning for home. And last of all is our Unicorn. Bazille Bay is first for home in the Cup. For the Pumper, he's out 3 lengths in front of Istedad and the Message. They're under a bit of pressure. Down the middle is Spying, followed by Thackeray. Summer Bay and Intergaze back to the inside. Bazille Bay is flat at the 300. Intergaze is off the fence and Istedad wider out. And Thackeray is coming home well from Spying. Istedad, Intergaze get to the lead from Thackeray at the 150. Intergaze on the inside and Istedad from Thackeray. Istedad and Intergaze stride for stride. Istedad got his head in front. Coming again, Intergaze, they hit it. Oh, Dead Heat couldn't separate them. Istedad and Intergaze. Dead Heat for mine. Third home is Thackeray. Then a gap in the race, Spying from Summer Bay, our Unicorn. Aerosmith.
Racing home with Intergaze, Spying and Thackeray is coming on the outside. They've got to Bazille Bay. Istedad and Intergaze race to the lead together from Thackeray on the outside. It's Intergaze and Istedad from Thackeray. Istedad and Intergaze fighting it out head and head. Istedad is going home the better. Put his nose in front. They hit the line. It's close between Istedad and Intergaze. Maybe Istedad with Thackeray third.
To a neck in front there. Istedad closes on the outside, and there's the result of the photo. Number 4, Istedad has got it narrowly from Intergaze. Third placing. So Istedad, as Alf Matthews pointed out, will come up in the dividends. $5.60 and $2 for Istedad. Intergaze $2.60.
Favourite. Grand Archway is $3.40. 180 Sunline, Rose of War 5 from $1 million. Group 3, the 3-year-old fillies.
They're just adjusting the saddle behind off their legs. Rose of War.
Palace and Champagne scored a wonderful Dead Heat last year. A race with a short history, but it's growing in stature. And a super field is set to go and on their way now. And Sunline began brilliantly in the middle of the line. Ahead of Rose of War and Grand Archway dropping in early. Isles Away Fast is going into second early. Leader at the 800 metres now, and the champion New Zealand filly. Sunline comes down the side, 2 lengths to Isles. She hasn't had any pressure put on her yet. Now they quicken the tempo because Grand Archway and also My Jasper are starting quick runs at the school now. And Sunline's by 3/4 to Grand Archway. Can she stick on? In third placing then is My Jasper from Rose of War. But Child slipped the favourite a little leather. And Sunline is going to scoot 2 lengths in front around the home turn. Grand Archway is trying hard, but it's on heart alone at this stage. Rose of War is a well-back third, but it's all Sunline. The super filly from New Zealand's put 5 lengths on them. Childs has stolen it. Sunline's a champion, and Sunline cruises down to win the Lone Star Oaks by about 4 or 5 lengths. Grand Archway's run a mighty second. Isles has got third ahead of Rose of War. And then there's a long break to the remaining trio, St Clemens, Bell, Pukahina and My Jasper. She's a star. Takes her prize money beyond $1 million now. A race that keeps growing in stature. It's only Group 3. It's deserving of far better than that. And
but I saved the best for second here. You and Sunline. She was the star of the day.
Yeah, I think the best filly that I've seen since Surround. 11 starts, 10 wins, and she absolutely donkey-licked a couple of pretty smart rivals yesterday.
Look, she dominated. We can only think Doncaster and Cox Plates with this one. Doncaster, Max.
Yes, I think she'll find the Doncaster a much more difficult race. She was allowed to dictate her own terms yesterday, and
I've got to eat humble pie. No doubt someone will shove a bit down my throat this morning.
I'm not singing for me supper in Burke Street. She won like a good thing. And
she did.
Yeah, she just treated him with disrespect and run the 2,000 out quite brilliantly.
Is everyone all right up there? I think she's just about I know she's the best 3-year-old filly. I think she's probably the best 3-year-old, and she may be the best horse in the country.
Wow, that is a big statement.
I agree, Richard.
I don't
No. Is she a Cox Plate horse?
Oh, probably, yeah. I think she is a Cox Plate horse.
Stick your neck out and sing for your supper. Could she win a Cox Plate?
Yeah, if she's going this well in the springtime, she can win a Cox Plate.
Thank you.
4 and 5. Different story on the tape, though. Dignity Dance is $1.20. Arena's at $4. Then Sky Height 17.
Dignity Dancer versus Arena, but you wouldn't think it was a clash because all of the support, all of the money is there for Dignity Dancer. Here's the Daily Telegraph, Rosehill Guineas. Gates are back and they're racing. Dignity Dancer was a shade slow to go. He's a clear last on settling. Sky Heights on the inside won the start. Away quickly was leaders out in the Rosehill Guineas. The leader is Ernest. Sky Heights about to attack, and Larry Cassidy's off 3 wide on Arena. Here comes Dignity Dancer. He's 4 deep and travelling. Able Master the fence. Then came Infatuated and Peppermint last of all. In the straight, Sky Heights the Victorian went to the front. Arena's under pressure chasing, and Dignity Dancer is about to unleash a great run. They've come clear to fight it out from the Kiwi Able Master. Arena's hit the lead. Dignity Dancer's after him. Sky Heights comes again. It's the Cassidy boys, and on the inside Glenn Boss with Sky Heights. Dignity Dancer's hit the lead. Sky Heights is coming again. Sky Heights in front. Dignity Dancer lunges, missed him. Sky Heights a nose. Sky Heights a nose on the line to Dignity Dancer, and Glenn Boss stands high in the irons to salute the crowd. Third Arena in a great Guineas. They were followed by Able Master. Then for Dignity Dancer on the outside, a 3-horse war. Sky Heights and Dignity Dancer go to the line together. Oh!
Keith, it was just fantastic. Yeah, 100 metres in 34.55. That's Oakley Plate time. And when the Triple Crown winner and the Victoria Derby winner were swallowing him up, he spat them out.
The points I'd like to make here, Keith, are that the Rosehill Guineas yesterday was run in the slowest time overall than it has been since they've brought in the new track. That's a very, very dawdling pace, which enables Sky. Dignity Dancer, I would say, has run the fastest 600 metres of the day. Dignity Dancer lost nothing there, but...
Come out and racing good.
All roads lead to the AJC Derby. What a match race it's going to be again.
Yeah, I think, look, if they couldn't beat me today, I think they're going to have their... be flat next time.
We'll have a look at the Sky ratings. Dignity Dancer, the top. Dignity Dancer, the top rater, ahead of Arena. Grand Archway, Sky Heights 1. Clearly ahead of numbers 2 and 7, and Sky Heights the 4th elect. Here's the tote call. Dignity Dancer, $2.50, $3.40 Arena, $5.10 Sky Heights, Lawyer $7.9.
Between Dignity Dancer, Arena, Sky Heights, Lawyer, and now we've thrown in the filly Grand Archway.
Last of all, 700 metres out, Sky Heights in front. He dominates from the front here, Boss. Sky Heights a half on Dignity Dancer, starting to close the margin. Grand Archway's moved up 3 out. Lawyer back to the fence, needing a run. Arena's on a limb chasing. They'll make it a sprint home. Then came Able Master El Duche as they wheeled the bend. Around the corner in the Derby, Sky Heights at the foot of the rise, led for home. Straightened up by a half length on Dignity Dancer. Cassidy riding confidently, so too Boss on the leader. 2 lengths away, Grand Archway, Arena, and Lawyer's going back to the inside at the 200 metres mark. Sky Heights in front. Dignity Dancer can't get to him. Arena's starting to range up. He's looking for the big Derby's double. Arena moved up to Sky Heights. Dignity Dancer and Grand Archway. Sky Heights repels the challenge. Great effort in front, and he leads all the way to win the Derby. Sky Heights by a length on the line to Arena. Photo third, Grand Archway or Dignity Dancer. Then Able Master, Lawyer well back, and El Duche the...
But Sky Heights doing it well, down to the 250, a length and a half here. Arena putting in the long ones on the outside, and then Dignity Dancer. Sky Heights still in front. Arena and Dignity Dancer plugging home well. It's still Sky Heights in front. Arena won't get there, and Sky Heights all the way in the Derby.
210 Arena, Grand Archway, no third. Quinella and Trifecta dividends are there.
I think he's an outstanding 3-year-old. I think he could well be the best 3-year-old of the season. Certainly the tempo of the race again suited the front runner, but he will improve. Arena ran a great race. The fractions, the sections were against him. He just couldn't give that the other colt such a long start when he'd gone so easy throughout the race. But full marks to Sky Heights. I think he'll get better, and I think he'll be a worthy Bailey.
As a prime candidate for the Cups in the spring, how do you see Sky Heights shaping up as a Cups candidate?
I reckon he's the ideal type. I reckon, he sits on the pace, he gets himself in a good position. You don't want to be particularly...
$2.70. Referral is the top rate ahead of Sunline, Rustic. And it's Catalan opening at 18, $9.20 for Juggler. Dodge 43, Iron Horse Cage then to the Banana Anthems at 42, 14 Mossman. Referral $8.50. $2.70 for Sunline.
Become the 4th 3-year-old filly Wayne Harris in 21 years to win this race. Now, I've no doubt she's better than Skating, better than Magic Flute, maybe not as good as Emancipation just yet.
Well, no today, but...
Ready to jump and they're racing. Iron Horse slow to go with Rustic Dream, Mr. Innocent Adam, and Sunline came out of the gates quickly.
Foxwood going forward over Mossman. Al Mansour coming across from Pelaya, not far out of the field. Sunline found the paint at the 1,000 metres mark and went to the front. The champion New Zealand filly cruising along by 1 length on Al Mansour. On the fence, Old Galloper Juggler. Last year's winner, Catalan opening. Then Morphy, Bonanova, and Anthem's last of all. Sunline cruises along 600 metres out of the Doncaster. She leads coming around the bend from Al Mansour. Pelaya wide on the track from Foxwood. Adams had a good run on the paint. Mr. Innocent follows him. Least to the outside from Einhorst, J Tights, Mossman, and they were followed by Dodge to the extreme outside with Juggler. Sunline, Cassidy hasn't flinched on the champion New Zealand filly. He gave her a bit more leather, and with a breathtaking turn of foot at the 200, she raced away. Lease on the outside, running on. Then Al Mansour, Adam, Juggler down the outside. Sunline in front, running on as Lease with Juggler, but she's everything we thought she was, Sunline. She's a champion filly. She goes home and wins the Doncaster. Second is Lease, third Juggler from Rustic Dream, Bonanova. They were followed next of all by Dracula.
It's Sunline, one of the shortest price favourites in a Doncaster for many years. Around the corner comes the top-notch New Zealand filly. She's 3/4 Al Mansour out on the inside. Then Foxwood followed by Lease, and Mr. Innocent heads the others. But Larry Cassidy pops Sunline into overdrive, and away she goes. 150 out. Sunline 3 lengths clear. Lease in second spot. Old Juggler flying home, but it's Sunline simply supreme. Sunline beat Lease and Juggler, followed by Adam Ironhorse Rustic.
One of the best fillies people will probably ever see for a while. She's a fantastic filly, and really is a shame that she ever got beaten. She jumped out. You said it, Simon. She's a machine.
Yeah, Larry. I mean, you don't ride too many better horses than this. You got to rate her one of the best.
I would say she's probably the best horse I've ridden, that's for sure.
There we go. Plenty out.
This amazing filly, Sunline, $2.30 and $1.60 on the tote.
5-9-year-old filly. A couple of weeks ago I said that she's the best since Surround. I want to retract that now because she is the best I've seen. Look at her take.
Filly traces on her pedigree to Far Lap.
Yes, she does. Obviously, it's a fair way back, but yes, she's got a direct link there to Far Lap.
Gee, that's
just watching the concluding stages here.
She's a champion. Excuse my speech, but she's an absolute champion. It's a shame she ever got beaten. Brilliant.
And I think this is the point. She's being allowed to canter in front. She's bustling, she's squeezing them up. She's an outstanding filly, but coming out of the Doncaster, I don't think she's quite as good as Emancipation yet.
Gee. Well, you've got a huge argument here if she's not as good as Emancipation. It's difficult, different eras.
She could be. No, not on that performance.
Oh.
Now,
there's a lot of confidence about her yesterday too. 7-4, 10-9, the shortest priced favourite for a long time, isn't it?
The bookmakers just couldn't believe the avalanche of money that came for Sunline in a race of this level. It was quite a...
In last year's Sydney Cup, the 3-year-old Tie the Knot overwhelmed the amazing 2 Mile of Arenas with the help of a 9.5 kilo pull in the weights. 12 months and another 3 Group 1 wins later, Tie the Knot lined up to defend his Sydney Cup title, this time being asked to carry 57 kilos and achieve something that hadn't been done since Mosaic won back-to-back Sydney Cups in 1939 and 1940.
Here's the big chestnut. Picking him up very quickly, Tie the Knot. Oh, he cruises to the front, and this superstar is racing away. Back-to-back Sydney Cups for him. Tie the Knot, 6 years, Ronnie Lahara Arena. Oh, but what a stayer. And another big one for Raymond Shane. Tie the Knot wins from Ears, Ronnie.
Tie the Knot is racing.
Praise indeed got up for third from Lahar.
Well, he carried the biggest weight for 21 years in that win yesterday, Bruce. I think that Tie the Knot is a little in the shadow of Might and Power, who's sidelined at the moment. Otherwise, we would be hailing him as one of the great horses of the past decades.
Gee, I don't rate him that highly, Keith. I really don't. He was unable to win a Caulfield Cup or a Melbourne Cup where he was set for last year. But
he's had 7 Group 1 wins for this season.
I reckon some of the Group 1s he's won are in the 2nd division. I'm not knocking the horse. He's fantastic, and he's won a lot of...
I'm glad you said that.
I'm not knocking him. I think he's a terrific horse, but he is wrong. He's not a terrific horse, and Praise Indeed's not a terrific horse.
But that's...
And the Sydney Cup is a B- race.
Look, what you've said is correct, but all he can do is win. And as Keith rightfully...
He won a Cox Plate, a Melbourne Cup, and a Australian Cup. That's the great estate winners. Tie the Knot became the 16th horse to win $3 million. He jumped to number 9. The common denominator of the top 5, they've all won one race. Keith, which one is it?
Oh, it's the Cox Plate. And Tie the Knot will join that quintet above him, I think, this season, Bruce.
But that's correct again, Keith. By gee, you're having a good day today, because
if he wins the Cox...
Pacific Airways Queen Elizabeth Stakes. Sunline's the top raider. It's $1.50 on the tote. Istedad 9 the favourite, but Intergaze at $5.60. 20 Istedad.
Might hook India, so to speak, from about the 800 metres mark. I wonder if they will.
I think if they do, Intergaze will probably come over top of both of us or Istedad. So I don't know. You know, we'll just see how the rest goes.
They're racing in the Queen Elizabeth. Intergaze and Darazari jumped away quickly, and Sunline, as you would expect, pinged out of the gate. She's going forward. Sunliner's doing it all her own way in front. Led just over a length on Sky Heights. I wonder when Oliver will start to go forward. He's creeping closer now and put a bit of pressure on the champion New Zealand filly. Lisa's third. Intergaze fourth, the inside from Darazari. And Istedad is still last of all. At the 800 metres mark, Sunline. Oh, she's travelling sweetly. Just over a length on Sky Heights. Oliver going forward now. He's within a neck of Sunline. Lisa's on his back, starting to improve, but being niggled at. Intergaze back on the inside. Then came Darazari and Istedad coming towards the bend, 500 metres out. Sunline in front. He hasn't moved yet, Cassidy. He's as quiet as a mouse. He'll turn the bend by a long neck in front of Sky Heights, and the 2 3-year-olds have raced away from the other 3-year-old Lise. Then came Intergaze. Sky Heights on top of the rise, hit the front. Sunline's under pressure, but she's rallying back strongly, and Lisa's running on. Intergaze is starting to come with a withering run. The giant killer. Intergaze on the outsides, hit the lead from Sky Heights. Lise late on the scene. Istedad. Carmody had taken Intergaze to the front. He's going to win the Queen Elizabeth for 2 years out of the last 3, and Intergaze too good. He wins it from Istedad and Sky Heights. Then came Lise. Sunline gave up quickly in the straight, and Darazari was last home.
Sky Heights on the outside and Sunline. 2 lengths to Lise. 2 lengths further back is Intergaze. Sunline is fighting back gamely. Sky Heights, and here's Intergaze, the giant killer from Lise. Intergaze out in the centre. He beat Octagonal here 2 years ago, and he's going to win it again today. You beauty, Intergaze. Intergaze and Craig Carmody win the Queen Elizabeth. Second home was Istedad from Sky Heights and Lise.
The $2 million in stake earnings. Number
520, no third dividend Sky Heights, 31.40 the Quinella.
What a knockout he proved to be again yesterday. It's been his day over the years, hasn't it, this one?
Yes. Yeah, I don't think so, Bruce. Intergaze won this race as a 3-year-old. He also won, as you say, on this day, the Champagne Stakes as a 2-year-old. 3 of his 5 Group 1 wins have been on this day, virtually.
At least the way she sprinted there, and I thought, well, we have to stay with our game plan and take her on, or work up beside her from the 1,000-metre mark and make a real race of it, because realistically, she can sit and sprint, that filly.
Yeah.
She's a great filly. Like, you can't take anything away from her that
No.
beat yesterday.
Now, and Collins probably just saved himself a couple of kilos in the cups by not winning them.
Headings on the big one of the day up north. Chief De Beers and Ab Initio both rating 100. Clive 60, Ab Initio 265, Blazing Steel 12, Corporate James Point Danger 10, Staging 940, and Greta Hall $10.
Gipman's going to give him the run of this race, and we've just spoken with Barry Greenup.
Malaguar, Corporate James and Spy King, a length away, Blazing Steel on the inside of Staging, and then came Nevitt on the inside of Pleasure Giver, and last of all, Greta Hall on the turn, 400 metres to go, and Ab Initio first of the bend. Point Danger's in the middle, he's the first to drop off, I think, and Chief De Beers went straight past a lot of them. 300 metres to go, Chief De Beers went to the lead from Ab Initio. Pimpala, Prince, Malaguar, Corporate James, and Staging is getting home hard. Chief De Beers in front of Ab Initio, Pimpala Prince Staging late. Chief De Beers is just in front. Look at Staging, Pimpala Prince on the fence. Staging raced up. Staging, I think Staging tipped out Pimpala Prince right on the line. Third's another photo. Pimpala Prince, Malaguar, Corporate James, and Staging is getting home hard. Chief De Beers in front of Ab Initio, Pimpala Prince Staging late. Chief De Beers is just in front. Look at Staging, Pimpala Prince on the fence. Staging raced up. Staging, I think Staging tipped out Pimpala Prince right on the line. Third's another photo. Ab Initio, Chief De Beers in a photo with Blazing Steel. To Ab Initio at $1.45. Staging,
What a performance, and what about a performance on this Doomben track?
Sits down and he's beautifully balanced and he rides them out.
Doomben race 7, the 10,000. Here are the computer ratings. Win City rating 100 and paying very well on the Queensland TAB 810. Ab Initio 98. Right, Chief De Beers 770. Ab Initio 955. Blazing City. Laurie's Lottery 825. Paris Dream 37 870. Staging $6. Bonanova 13. Rose of War as we come over the page or get to the bottom. And Win City over here on her own, $8.10 prominently. Staging is the tote favourite at $5.65 as we see Chief De Beers in those famous yellow with the orange.
If Chief De Beers wins here today...
Off in the 10,000, Chief De Beers from near the outside, one of the first to go. Ab Initio and Adam began quickly, so did Win City, Paris Dream and Laurie's Lottery not far away either as Helm. Pimpala Prince just off the speed. Initio went to the lead. Adam in second spot. Laurie's Lottery is third on the inside of Win City. Hellman Racing fifth on the outside of Paris Dream, and Chief De Beers is midfield on the outside of Staging. A half Ames Pleasure, Giver Blazing Steel, and last Bonanova. At the 600 metres mark, and Ab Initio the leader. A half to Adams. Laurie's Lottery Racing third. Win City fourth. Paris Dream is fifth on the inside. Then came Helm. Chief De Beers coming to the outside. Staging's on the fence from Rose of War and Camino Rose in the straight. Ab Initio joined by Adam, followed by Laurie's Lottery. Win City on the outside. Here comes Chief De Beers with a big run. Paris Dreamers going with him. Staging's getting into the clear. Adam the leader. Laurie's Lottery trying hard to get to Adam than Chief De Beers. Adam on the inside and Laurie's Lottery. Laurie's Lottery's going the better. Laurie's Lottery's got his nose in front. Laurie's Lottery a nose in the 10,000 to Adam. And third, flashing home Corporate James. Then Staging followed by Chief De Beers.
He's running on. Win City next on the outside. Chief De Beers is unleashing with a big run. Staging weaving her way through the field. Adams in front of Laurie's Lottery. Chief De Beers is trying hard to get to them. Adams just in front. Laurie's Lottery's going to him with every stride. Laurie's poked his nose in front. Laurie's Lottery just in front. Yes, he's won it. Laurie's Lottery first. Adams second.
Number 10 is the winner, Laurie's Lottery, ridden by Mick Pelling. To give number 6, Adam is second. What a great race. He missed the run in the Sir Bernhardt last week, and you just think missing that run might have just done him in at the...
Had, you know...
5 and 3.15. Adam 5.10. Corporate James, another old marble, $8.60.
Mike Pelling got very close to Adam, so much so that the horses brushed, and Jim Byrne was restricted in his whip action over the final stages. Now Pelling went in and crowded Adam over on the inside. That was the claim from Jimmy Byrne. The stewards saw it another way and they dismissed the objection, but it was a real borderline decision. They tell me a 50-50 go in the protest there.
Ready to run. Antiquity ready. Bonanova stands well. Adam is set, ready. They're off in the Stradbroke handicap, and Bonanova was slow to move at the start, and so too was In a Flurry, and Adam was the first to ping out, and the Grey City Fair began quickly. Carnelian's going to track those two into third on the inside of Roulette, and Laurie's Lottery's come over fifth on the outside, followed by Antiquity. All drifting a long way back in the field, and then came Corporate James, Sukram, and last of all Bonanova. 700 to go. City Fair the leader, Adam in the box seat second, Carnelian third, Roulette is fourth, and then came Antiquity on the inside of Laurie's Lottery. Pleasure Giver next on the inside, followed by Burrito, Winner, Flurry, Monopolised Deep, then Mastic, Camino Rose, Normal Practice, Rose of War. Further back, Staging, Jugglers a long way back with Greta Hall, Bonanova and Sukram in the straight, 400 metres to go, and there goes Little Adam. He sprinted to the lead. City Fair battling hard in second spot, and they've raced away from Carnelian. Antiquity on the fence from Roulette, and further back, Laurie's Lottery. Adam in front at the 200. City Fair is coming again on the inside. Adam's just the leader. City Fair fighting back. Adam ahead in front. The Grey City Fair's trying to get to him. The little horse, Adam, will not be denied. It's his day. He'll win the Stradbroke, Adam. Adam beat City Fair. Staging rocketed home to get third. And then came Roulette, Carnelian.
They approached the corner, followed by Normal Practice and then Staging. And coming wide as they hit the home straight is Sukram. They're in the straight now with 300 metres to go. Adam is dashing quickly on the outside and he's surging to the front. It's Adam going to the lead from City Fair. Antiquity's up to third. Carnelian, Roulette, Pleasure Giver next, then Laurie's Lottery, but it's Adam in front. City Fair's going to give him a race. Adam's just in front of City Fair. Adam and City Fair, stride for stride. Adam's a touch in front. They hit the line. Adam!
There seem to be a lot of them.
Who had to cop the disappointment and not getting the protest in the Doomben 10,000.
All there, Wayne, and staging was a run, wasn't she?
Yeah, it certainly was. It was a great performance. It was a pace-dominated race. There was no speed on early. It made it impossible for the backmarkers to get home. She flew from 17th on the corner, and she was in a lot of trouble early in the race. I think with a fair go at them, she would have really tested Adam over the final stages of the race. But the results there, Bruce, Adams won the Stradbroke.